This past weekend, the quarterbacks attended the NFL Combine. Now, this was a very interesting spectacle because I seen a quarterback that I really don't like. I never really liked CJ Stroud getting all this hype, and he's becoming the number one quarterback. Even though he was our quarterback last year, I still don't like a quarterback that never beat Michigan. I've been sitting in my house for 2 years going through rage because we haven't beat Michigan. And they saying this guy is supposed to be the number one quarterback in the nation, number one quarterback in the NFL draft, but he couldn't beat Michigan. So I don't understand why he's getting all the hype. But the NFL draft was a spectacle, man. We had Anthony Richardson. Now, with Anthony Richardson, this is how I feel about Anthony Richardson. Listen, he can't throw. You feel me? He can't make a throw. Every time he throw the ball too hard. It just is the way it come out his hands. It come out his hands terrible. He's just a terrible thrower. But when it comes to his athletic attributes, like his height, his weight, his speed, his agility, his hops, everything, he got wide receiver like attributes. But he plays a quarterback position, which is very intriguing because you actually see that being successful in the league nowadays. Think about it. We got Lamar Jackson. We just seen it in the Super Bowl last year with Jalen Hurts. So we know that a quarterback like that can lead a team to the Super Bowl. You know, we see dual threat quarterbacks. I mean, it's becoming a dual threat quarterback league. And people 9 times out of 10 want quarterbacks that can run. So, like, look at Justin Fields in Chicago. All he can do is run. I mean, he could throw the ball if he had targets and if he had a decent offense around him. But that's where the league is going, to running quarterbacks. And they are honestly going to take over the league because honestly, they're virtually unstoppable. If you could throw a pretty dot and you can run 70 yards down the field when a play break down. Come on, man. Who doesn't want that on your team? So I believe Anthony Richardson has that potential. But honestly, I think it's just a risky pick. You feel me? Now, for this 2023 NFL draft with quarterbacks, listen. It's not a quarterback that I feel is even worth a first round pick. And here's why. I think Bryce Young he's a good player, but he's not the greatest player. I mean, he put Alabama on his back, you feel me? And he carried them to a couple wins in college. But honestly, what scares me is his frame. Bryce Young's frame is too small. You feel me? We seeing quarterbacks in the NFL right now like Tua Tagovailoa, Kyler Murray. These quarterback builds, that smaller builds, 5'10" builds, that, you know, after a couple years they break down because they're too small. They're getting hurt. They're getting hit. They can't take hits. Kyler Murray, his accuracy is going down every year. He's like digressing. Tua, he can't stay out of the concussion protocol because he's getting hit. So it's a very, very, very risk drafting a quarterback at 5'10". So that's how I feel about Bryce Young. He's just like a risky pick. I mean, he can carry a team. You feel me? He's very smart. He's a baller. He makes all the plays. He will run if he have to. He's quick in the pocket. He's elusive in the pocket. All of those attributes are great, but that doesn't matter. You're going to get hit as a quarterback. You're not going to be able to elude everybody. And that's what worried me. I seen Bryce Young almost break his collarbone this year. That worries me. I need a quarterback that can go through the stress, you know, just to be able to go through the stress of the season. Not week 7 and boom, your collarbone broke for the rest of the season. Now I got to go to my boo-boo backup quarterback. So that's the only reason why I'm not so high on Bryce Young is because of the height. Because I don't see how it transfers to the league. And this happened before with Tua and Kyler Murray. And we see how their careers are panning out. Miami want Lamar Jackson to come play quarterback because they're tired of Tua's injuries. And Kyler Murray, he's going to be out of Arizona really soon. DeAndre Hopkins left him. Don't even want to be on his team. They was arguing all year. He was throwing hissy fits because Kyler Murray couldn't get him the ball. Because Kyler Murray can't see over the line. And that is why I'm worried about Tua. And then we had another one. This one is Will Levis. Now, listen. Will Levis he is a great player. You feel me? He's a great player, but honestly, he's not that good. You feel me? What I mean by that is calling him a great player. He's a great college player. Okay. But in NFL, he's not going to be that good. He's one of those Big Ben type quarterbacks, like Big Ben Roethlisberger's type, Josh Allen's types. I know Josh Allen is really, really good in NFL right now, but you get what I'm saying. Just an old school style quarterback, a quarterback that's out of style. You feel me? Like, that's what scares me about him. That's why I'm not too hot on him, because I don't see his ceiling high. I think this is as good as he's gonna be where he's at right now. I don't see him getting any higher. You feel me? I don't see him getting any higher. Now I'm gonna give y'all my opinion, and I'm gonna give y'all my honest top 4 who I feel like the draft, who's gonna get drafted first, second, third, fourth. Top 4 quarterbacks in the draft. Here we go. Listen. For the first quarterback, I got Bryce Young. I think a team will take the chance on the 5-10 build, because I mean, you can get a potential superstar. Only thing you got to do is you got to protect him with all your power. He can make throws. He got good arm strength. He's a baller. He's a great player. So I feel like he's going to go number 1. Number 2, I think CJ Stroud is going to be number 2 this year. And here's why. CJ Stroud is 6'3", so he's the bigger quarterback out of all 3 of them. Like, when I hear about a 6'3" quarterback, that's what I would want on my team. Somebody that's about 6'3", 6'4", could see over the defensive line. And when I think about 6'4", I think about mobility and longevity. The only thing that I knock on CJ Stroud is his running ability. Okay, we all seen him versus Georgia run. Okay, great. He ran versus Georgia. He did great that game. He played a pretty good game. You feel me? He played the best game he ever played in his life versus Georgia. We all get that. Respected that game and respected him. You feel me? But I feel like he's going to go number 2 because of his 6'3". He's 6'3", about over 200 pounds. Raw prospect. To me, that it got longevity written all over it, because he's going to be able to take more hits than Bryce Young. Boom. At the number 3 quarterback, listen, this has been hard in my decision-making process, but honestly, I would take Anthony Richardson over Will Levis. And here's why. I know that I would have to develop Anthony Richardson into be a great quarterback. I would have to get him a quarterback guru to coach him on how to throw the ball. But I know what I'm getting with his speed and athleticism. So if I know it's going to take me a couple years and a couple years of an investment to get Anthony Richardson to the level where I need him to be able to complete a pass and get receivers, good receivers, to want to come play with him, then I would be willing to take that risk, especially if I already got a quarterback that's, not in retirement mode, but that's near, that he could come in, learn from, and, get developed as a quarterback, So I would take a risk on that because I see that's actually being successful in the league right now. I see Jalen Hurts. I see Justin Fields. I see Lamar Jackson. So I know that is possible if I could get him around the right quarterback coaching and the right quarterback gurus, have the part of his contract get paid towards getting trained. You got a training clause in his contract. I draft you in the first round. I'm paying you $20 million. I know you ain't going to get paid. You ain't going to play for 3 years. But part of your contract is you have to train and you have to become the best thrower quarterback ever, because this guy's intangibles is crazy. He running a 4.4 at 6'3". That's insane. Like, right there, that's insane. That's faster than running backs. That's faster than wide receivers. You feel me? So I would take Anthony Richardson at number 3. And then number 4, you already know, Will Levis. Y'all tell me what y'all would do and what quarterback y'all would draft first in the NFL draft. And yeah, it's your boy Slimy Hot Boy. I'm out. Make sure y'all like up, subscribe up to my channel, man. Slimy Lou, man. I got this content for you boys, man. I'm out. Deuces.